معنى اللي احنا بنسجله النهارده هي شجرة المحبة، هي شجرة المحبة اللي احنا غرسناها مع بعض.
Opponents of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi have been imprisoned by the thousands. Al-Sisi has strangled freedom of speech, and his troops have murdered protesters. Al-Sisi was apparently surprised by our questions because his government has asked us not to broadcast his interview.
Since Sisi took office, living standards have declined. The country is crumbling. The insurgency problem in the Sinai has only gotten worse. It's backed by the Islamic State, entering its 6th year.
لكن ما لم يقله المتحدث العسكري هو أن الجندي وقع في الأسر وأعدم رميا بالرصاص وألقيت جثته في الشارع ليعثر عليها الأهالي بعد ذلك.
مصدر أمني يصرح باستشهاد أحد ضباط المفرقعات أثناء محاولة تفكيك عبوة بدائية.
And you've seen the mass incarceration of peaceful activists alongside hardened jihadists, which threatens to turn more Egyptians to terrorism.
قال إسلام لطفي أحد أصدقاء الناشط الحقوقي المفقود إنه سمع روايات شهود عيان أفادوا بأن النجار قتل على يد قوات حرس الحدود المصرية.
This is the most repressive government in modern Egyptian history.
وبإجماع آراء أعضائها
حكمت المحكمة.
You have death sentences galore and mass trials. It's extremely concerning.
بحالة أوراق القضية إلى فضيلة المفتي
بالسجن المؤبد.
It seems to be a recipe for the very instability that Sisi claims he's preventing.
ارتفاع عدد ضحايا الهجوم الإرهابي على حافلة سياحية.
Would pass razors under the doorstep, and the officer doctors would tell me, "Hey, Mohammed, cut vertically, not horizontally, so you can end it faster."
If I have a question there that needs to be asked, really on behalf of the entire world, and I think, well, he'll tear off his mic and run out of the room, well, then that's his answer.
I said there are no political prisoners in Egypt.
And the idea that someone wouldn't obey or listen to his orders is anathema to him.
His military is cooperating with Israel in the Sinai. Would you say that this is the deepest and closest cooperation that you've ever had with Israel?
That is correct.
Sisi began by jailing the Muslim Brotherhood and other Islamists. He extended it to secular opposition groups, and now he's even going after poets and artists and bloggers, people you wouldn't normally think of as political activists or primary public players.
Because nearly $1.5 billion a year is going to a regime accused of the worst abuses in Egypt's modern history. Mr. President, I've spoken to a number of your countrymen who refuse to call you Mr. President because they say you're a military dictator.